Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is December 7th, 2024, and this is my first trade in the Take Profit account. Actually, I did have a trade before this where I took a tick, but this is my next trade, so I'm going to see if I can get more than just a tick on this trade. I did change my strategy. Instead of going for just a runner with 15 points, I did decide to go with a scalp and run, scalping 2 points, and then runner set for 5 points. So gonna see how that goes. I've had some pretty rough trading in this Take Profit account. So I did on Monday add a Apex account. It was just $20 for a 100K account. So I have been trading that account. The first 2 days trading it, I was trying out a new strategy. So I lost those 2 days. But then I had a couple of days of winners. So I've been trading that account a little freer, I would say, than the Take Profit account. I guess it's because it was only $20, so I don't feel, as emotionally attached to that account. And because I've been trading with Take Profit, I've been funded twice now with Take Profit. I started trading funded accounts in July. I had taken a break from trading futures, and I was trading just strictly Forex, but I had a small Forex account. So I wanted to come back to futures after some time off, and led me to funded accounts. So still trying to get a payout. I had those 2 accounts that I got one in August, and I lost it in a couple of days. Actually, I lost it on my birthday. So before I could get a payout, and then I got one in November. And when I got the first account, so I just moved back because I did want to give 3 points of risk. I'm sorry. My ATM strategy, I only had 2 points of risk, but I did want 3 points of risk. So it looks like it's going to come back and get me for all 3 of those points, but we'll see. Anyway, the first account that I passed was a 50K account. It took me about 30 days of trading to get to my profit target of 3K through Take Profit Trader. And I was doing strictly Fibonacci overnight. I would trade the overnight session. So in fibs. So towards the end, right before I got funded, I did take a couple of trades during the day just because I didn't get a fib set up at night. And then I switched when I got funded. It's so crazy. When I got funded, I started trading during the day, and it's kind of addicting trading during the day because it's so much action and so much movement, and I forgot how much I miss trading futures. The price action of futures at night, you really don't get a whole lot of price action. I would just basically wait for my setup to hit my entry area there. My entry area is about to get me. There we go. Filled. It just took me out. So that was the first trade. But anyway, I would wait for it to hit my entry area on my fib zone, and then I would set my target for my profit, and then I would wake up in the morning to a win or a loss, and that was nice. I didn't have to mess with the trade and have to decide when to lock in or what. I just set it and forgot it, and that was just I did enjoy that part of it. So I am gonna speed this tape up a little bit here, because I did go on to trade another maybe 2 hours. This is one of my longest days, but I'm waiting for volume to hit my value area. I'm sorry, I'm waiting for prices to hit my volume area. And I did here. So I did decide I was going to take another trade, even though I had lost that first one. But I thought if we hit that value area and show rejection that we might get it. So I came within 1 tick of scalping out. So once I'm up 3 points, it locks in a tick. I'm sorry, 2 points, it locked in a tick, and it didn't work. So I switched over to my Apex account. You can see I'm only up $23 over the 100,000, but we got another hammer up off of the new value area because I'm using the point of control for the current day, so it's changing. So this one, it locked in a tick and then knocked me out to 1 tick profit, and I'm running 7 contracts. So it's kind of risky because it's so heavy. This is my first day doing this. I actually went down 2,000 first and then came back 2,200 over a course of 2 days. So we got another bounce, and hoping that we'll break back through. If you see that there, it actually did go down my 2 points, but it gave me an error because it went so fast. It did go real fast in real time. So it didn't scalp me out, which it should have not scalped me out, but it should have at least locked in my tick. And then I got a tick on all of them, but it didn't. So I wound up losing that trade. It's just because it moved so quickly, it didn't take my order out. So that's the risk of trading. So I'm down $1,005, but I am going to continue on because, like I said, I have just been trading this account pretty free, and it's been nice. So we're getting a bounce here. Well, I'm expecting a bounce here, but let's see. Not sure if I want to go long or short. I've just been using this order flow volume for the last couple days. So that one, it ran down 2 points, locked in a tick, so I only got a tick again, 1 tick. Trying to go short again. It's trying to come back and get me, but hopefully it'll go long. And came back for me, so only got a tick again. What's the second swing? 1 tick again. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the 1 tick lock in because I keep just getting 1 tick even when it's going 2 points. So I just rather take the 2 points than a tick every time. So I'm just gonna go for 2 points on the scalp, and that one I did get the 2 point scalp and moved in manually. Looking back, I should have just kept my target what it was and locked in a tick and took myself completely out of risk, but I didn't. I left about 1.5 points. I can't see the number. I think it left 1.5 points of risk there, and it is gonna come back and get me. So I did make some ground on that. So I was down $1,005, and now I'm only down, gross is at $350. Of course, more than that with commission, but hopefully we can get another setup that I like off of some point of interest. Trying to combine price action with this volume tool. Let's see if we make any ground. So looking to go short again because we've had a triple top and it just has not made it any higher. So I'm expecting prices to fall. And I'm trying to scalp out 2 points. It came within 1 tick of scalping me out. So hopefully it'll push back down, but it's pushing against me. Okay, for some reason I could not cut this little section out of my video, but I was in all of my accounts and it had my account numbers and stuff pulled up, so I just had to block that little section out for a second. But here we go. Again, it couldn't go higher, so I'm hoping that'll continue down. This trade in real time was so long. I don't know how many minutes I was in this trade, but a lot longer than I like to be. So of course you feel that way too when you're in drawdown in the trade. So it just came within 1 ticker, knocking me out. But hopefully some sellers were sitting in that area. I decided to just scalp out the whole thing because it was having such a hard time getting through this area. So I was just hoping to get the scalp of 2 points and be happy with that. So at this point, I decided to just go for 1 to 2 contracts, 2 to 3 point scalps, headed down towards the previous day's point of control. So that's what I'm doing here. I only pulled out 1 contract, so I did go with 3 contracts on that for this trade that you're looking at now. Even though it did go against me. It did finally break, so I did go for a 2 point scalp there, and I did get that on the 3 contracts. So I was waiting for a pullback to hopefully get another entry before we made it all the way back down to the previous day's point of control. That's the tan line that you see towards the middle of the chart. So we are getting a pullback to the 21 EMA. Also, the blue line is showing a value area just above that tan line. So I am expecting prices to go at least to that area. So I'll be able to scalp out and get 2 points. So I got another 2 points there. Then we got a bounce, strong bullish candle off of the previous day's point of control. So I decided to go long at least to go to the EMA. I didn't know if we would make it through the EMA, so I didn't want to go for more. And I didn't want to risk it coming against me, but I did get the 2 points there again. So my gross balance is at 1137. Trying to look at this, my screen is so small. And then my total P&L was at 960. So from being down 1,000 to up almost 1,000. So I got a strong bearish candle off of the EMA. It did bounce like I expected, so I did take that short, expecting to at least make a matching bottom or maybe a new low on that move down, or that it will bounce again. So that did work. I got the scalp out, and I was trying to decide if I was gonna take another trade. If it bounced again, and it did bounce again, but I did decide not to take it just because I barely had 2 points to the EMA, and I didn't know if it would break past the EMA or turn like it had previously turned at the EMA. So I did skip the trade, but I did continue watching for another minute here just to see if it would work. And of course, because I didn't take it, it did work. Oh, it hasn't worked yet, but I gave it away. It did work. So that's the end of my trading day. I had a big swing on this day, so I was happy to be positive on my Apex account after having such horrible trading days in my other account. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you had a great trading day, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.